Blessings and welcome to all of my sweet Sagittarian energies out there. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy, and this is your October 2019 tarot reading, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising sign in Sagittarius here. So before I go into your reading, much love to all of you who support my channel each and every month by subscribing, sharing, and sending me all those positive vibes. It really does truly help to support this channel and keep on going and doing what I love to do here on YouTube. So let's see, Sagittarius. This is a month that it does look like you need to surrender to stress and be very patient. There is something about the right time. So this is a month to be patient, knowing that there's something about time and waiting, and to surrender stress right now because of that. It does say take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center there. And I'm just looking at some of your planet astrologically, and you do have a lot going on in your 12th house here. So it is about releasing that stress through meditation and connection, through being patient with yourself, and knowing that time is very different out in the universe. Time is not of the essence out there, but it does look like there's something that you just need to be patient and surrender the stress. Take some deep breaths, take some meditation time for yourself to get centered and grounded again. Some of the seashell oracles you did receive is something elusive or difficult to obtain. West Rallis slit shell. So I feel this is why some of you have to be patient. There's something that has been elusive or difficult to obtain. This could be something about your work, your career. So there's some type of stress in regards to that here. Also, I do feel some of you Sagittarians with this green tree snail here. It does say willingness to change one's comfort zone. So there may be, with this other seashell oracle called the granulated cowrie, being falsely sweet, having ulterior motives. So you may be changing and getting out of your comfort zone because there may be, you're trying to, impress someone. There may be someone that you're trying to impress. Maybe this is who's difficult to obtain here is someone that is elusive, someone that you're trying to maybe change so that you can feel more comfortable in someone's energy. So we'll have to look at that, because it's important not to be, I'm not saying not to be that you're being fake, but it's important to really see what your ulterior motives is in how you represent yourself to others, especially in maybe in love here. So let's go into the first house, and the first house is connected to, of course, your own willpower, your own desire here, Sagittarius. So let's look at, and of course you have Jupiter in your first house, your own willpower and desire to expand, to change, and to grow, being patient about something. Maybe that's it. There's maybe some stress about changing something in your first house, changing something through willpower, and having to know that, maybe it's difficult to obtain, but patience and waiting, timing. Let's see here. What is the first house saying about all that? Silence. Again, connection. This is a beautiful card of silence. It's this connection to peace, to blessings. And we see the full moon connected with this card. And of course, the full moon is going to be on October 13th. And it's going to be in your, where's your full moon going to be at here? It's going to be in your, thought I wrote it down here. Let me think about where your full moon, because your new moon is going to be in Scorpio at the end of the month, and your full moon is going to be in Aries. So it's going to be in your I'm having a blank. It'll come to me in just a minute here. But there seems to be this connection to meditation and silence. You will have that new moon in Scorpio in your 12th house, and that is definitely taking time to listen to your own guidance, your intuition, being patient, and surrendering stress here. So this is really important this month, to surrender that stress and to really connect to your own inner being and fulfillment, to silence for you here, Sagittarians. So let's see here. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time for Aries. So it's going to be in your 5th house here, your full moon. It's going to be in your 5th house. So yes, it's going to be in Aries in your 5th house of your love, romance, children, pleasure. Let's see here. So there's some type of ending and change that you know that you need to do. This is why there's so much in your 12th house of reflecting and being patient, and your time comes next month here, Sagittarius, then it's about fulfillment of those desires. So have patience this month, because this is a month that you are seeing what you need to change, and it's through being centered, grounded, listening to your intuition and insight. So as you go into your own month of your solar return, that's when you're going to be able to really fulfill some type of new blessing on your journey here. So let's go to the 2nd house here, Sagittarius, because Saturn and Pluto are now direct in your 2nd houses of finances and resources. So this may be a very powerful month that if you've been waiting for changes to grow your resources, being patient, maybe this is about being patient in your resources, patient in growing something. It looks like this may be the time where you're going to finally see a change, but it's, yeah, celebration, 3 of Cups. So it does look like through waiting and being patient, surrendering stress, listening to the guidance, knowing that your angels and guides are there for something to change. There is celebration, the 3 of Cups, celebration in your finances, something to celebrate. Yeah, so, you know, focus on knowing that there is something moving forward in your financial gain here. It looks like there has been something elusive, something of a blockage that you've had to be patient about. Definitely, it looks like you've had to have patience in your finances here. But it does look like you're finding how to get through those obstacles and challenges, and it does look like there will be reasons to celebrate by the end of the month here. So the 3rd house, let's go to the 3rd house. That's your communication house, connecting to others, being very aware of things happening, awareness. This is a card of family, and you know, the 3rd house is connected to siblings and cousins and neighbors. So there may be some type of awareness that's coming through, some type of communication, Sagittarius, that you need to be aware of. I feel it has something to do with the family. There's something you have to be aware of in regards to family that is coming into you know, into light. It's like you really have to focus on something that is happening around family here. Being aware of a situation. Let's see here. And signs and symbols, warnings. I feel that there is something that you have been seeing signs and symbols about, maybe a family member, someone in the family that you're aware that there's something happening that you may need some type of patience with. And this also could be this connection with the fox here in this connection to your finances. There may be finally a time where you're going to receive some type of job opportunity, waiting for the right time, being aware that this is a time for movement and change here. So there may be an opportunity. It may be coming through a family member. It may be someone in the family who's giving you some type of opportunity for change or helping you in your resources. But I do feel there's something positive coming through communication that is going to allow you to be aware of some type of movement and change that may be happening for you. An awareness of something going on within the family, maybe with siblings, neighbors, cousins here, someone, children. But let's go to the 4th house of family and home and see if we can get a little bit more clarity on that. So letting go, 8 of Cups. So there's something about the family, being aware, letting go, putting something behind you. So obstacles, changing something. Yeah, there's something changing in the family, something ending, letting go of a family situation, a relationship, being very aware, something having to let go of. And for our new freedom. So Sagittarius, letting go of, a family situation. I feel some of you are letting go of, someone in the family, letting go of something maybe that has happened in the past in your family that you've got to let go of. Like you have to let go of this burden for blessings, obstacles, so you can get through that. So yeah, some of you Sagittarians are really focusing on letting go of something maybe very karmically in your home life, your environment, letting go of a home, maybe letting go of a relationship, but it's bringing you towards a new beginning of freedom. So letting go, it could be letting go, moving, letting go, and seeing some type of freedom to go in a new direction. Aware, something, being very aware. Some of you may be wanting to move away from your family. So let's see here, the 5th house. Let's go to the 5th house because that's love, romance, children, creativity. Let's see here. Let's look at your 5th house energy here. Sagittarius, intensity. There's some type of intensity, some type of desire that you have, that you want to create. And that's why I feel there's going to be some changes. Intensity in your emotions, intensity for fire in your creativity. So there may be a strong connection to a fire, another fire energy, a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but I do feel this is your intensity now to create new energy. I feel like you are really ready for changes in your love life, changes in your creativity, changes that you are needing to make in your family, in your children. Some changes, intensity, putting things into action here. Waiting till the right time, being patient for this intensity. Things are building up here. So let's see, and having to have the strength here. Yes, this is a month that you Sagittarians will have the strength to put some type of intensity in your creative flow for sure. There's some type of, but intensity to get, I feel like you need to get things, for some of you Sagittarius, get some type of handle and control over the family situation, and aware of that now here. So let's see, you're surrendering stress. There's something stressful maybe happening in the family, and letting go, changing something. So let's go to the 6th house, and that is your day-to-day life, and you have your work regime, your flow, and you have Uranus in there, Uranus and Taurus there. Let's see what's shaken up there. 4 of Swords, this is postponement. So there may be some things that you need to reflect upon in your day-to-day life that needs to change there. It does look like you've been contemplating. I feel for some of you this has something to do with your health and your wellness, and maybe you've been postponing seeing the doctors, doing something that you know you need to do for Maybe your children. I feel you're aware of something that you've been postponing to do in regards to health and in regards to your own health or someone in the family that you need to be aware of, that you need to. There's something you've had to have patience in, and you've been worried. You could have been worried about a family member, patience, stress, about what to do, maybe about letting go of a family situation that's been bothering you. But yeah, there may be something something that you need to, it's like you need to take a break, a rest, to get healthy. So some of you, time, patience, that's what I'm seeing here. So it's time to have patience, time to maybe postpone some things. Maybe this is about you needing time to release stress, surrender stress there. So I feel some of you are needing to take time to have a little bit more patience within yourself, take time for meditation. There is some stress going on, and there is some type of awareness and change that's happening, and it is affecting your emotions. It may be affecting, especially you male energies. You may be really busy, and you need to take time to surrender some type of stress. Some of you male Sagittarians are feeling very stressful and taking time for meditation. I feel some of you Sagittarians, specifically males, may need to postpone some things that are going on in your day-to-day life to maybe create more time with your family and your children, intensity and strength to make some type of changes, to let go of some type of things that are holding you back from really fulfilling more family time. Maybe that's what I'm seeing. More family time, commitment, patience, releasing stress so that you can, really feel more in the flow, guidance, silence, meditation, being alone, right? Rejuvenation there. So let's see here. Where was I going there with that? Seventh house. So partnerships, relationships, committed, marriage, contracts. Let's see here. Fighting. So the Nine of Swords, there may be some drama, some fighting in relationships, partnerships, and having to deal with that. And this could be what's coming up with some of you is, maybe there's a lot of fighting going on and you're trying to willingness to change one's comfort zone or being falsely sweet, having ulterior motives here. So there may be some fighting, something that you are dealing with, or all of a sudden your relationship, that your partner is being overly sweet. So there may be something that you need to be aware of here. But there is maybe some type of drama, but with the dog here, it's about, knowing that even though there is some type of stress going on, maybe in some type of committed relationship here, loyalty, best friend, companionship. So I do feel for some of you Sagittarians who are in a relationship, if there has been fighting, I feel like, look back at what this relationship is all about: companionship, trust, loyalty, and what is this fighting all about here? I do feel it's about, let's look at some love cards here about this fighting, because maybe this is about being patient in a partnership, being patient, surrendering stress here, flirt. So there may be some intensity in the fifth house for some of you to finally get some type of desire, to finally create some type of energy to flirt with, having the strength to, do something now. You've got some intensity for desire here, and heart-to-heart conversations. So yes, I feel some of you need to have some heart-to-heart conversations with your committed relationships, partnerships, about the fighting. And, some of you Sagittarius who are single, it's like I feel like you need to really step up your game. It's like flirt, have love conversations with those that you want to. I feel some of you Sagittarians, maybe you males, have really had to put a love relationship behind you. And you understand now, you know, where you're being guided, and how you can now succeed in love, and trust. Again, trust. It's time to trust in your emotions. Trust that this is the time. Time and patience. This is also these cards that I'm seeing for you, Sagittarians, that you've taken time to be patient, to postpone love, to maybe seek silence, seek time to be by yourself here. To get through obstacles and challenges, and getting your strength back, and letting go for a new beginning. And yes, that's what some of you Sagittarians are letting go of, something to begin, getting this new desire to want to be fulfilled here. And some of you who are in a committed relationship really need to look at why there is so much drama in a relationship. Why are we fighting? What is it all about here? Is it about the children? There may be some fighting, some drama, something about the children, and having to deal with that. But I feel like, wow, and then we have this engagement card. I feel like some of you Sagittarians are really wanting some type of commitment. There may be a connection to someone who has children. You may have children, but I feel like for some of you Sagittarians, you know, love is here, intensity to really fulfill your emotions. You know, maybe you haven't wanted to connect and find love because of maybe the children. Maybe you've wanted to spend more time with your children. Maybe you've just got out of something pretty heavy, something that you've had to let go of. And it's like now you are free to finally enjoy yourself with some type of new desire, letting go of control issues. So yeah, a lot of you there's something for you Sagittarius who are in a relationship. It's like you got to let go of some of the control issues. That's what the fighting is about. You know, if this is a very strong connection of loyalty and best friends and companionship, then it's time to have some type of heart-to-heart conversation of why there's stress and fighting going on. Because I feel like we can let go of that, Sagittarius. We can let go of the fighting, that need for control over someone else in the relationship here. So let's go into the 8th house, and that is about transformations and changes that we want to make. So a new understanding to flow, breaking free, and this is about being free now to flow in a new direction of understanding. So I feel there's a lot of freedom, a change in understanding about emotions, not feeling so imprisoned from the past here. It's like, yeah, some of you Sagittarius are having a new understanding to break free from maybe something from the past that has been very emotional for you to break free. But I feel this is a month that you see that you can really open up to find a new love, to feel more connected to your emotions and understanding what you've gone through. And it is about fulfilling yourself with a new beginning here. Yeah, I feel there's a new understanding, a new beginning. There's this connection to maybe children. Definitely if you're getting connected to a new partnership, there's reasons to celebrate. I do feel there's a connection to children coming together in a relationship that both have maybe children, family coming together. That's going to be a new beginning, a blessing, a blessing. So let's go to the 9th house. The 9th house is wisdom, insight, traveling, education. Let's see what we got. Suppression, 10 of Wands. So some of you Sagittarians are suppressing something that needs to be released. Still, like, you know, there's wisdom and understanding that if you still are suppressing your emotions, the only way is to release. So much in your 12th house this month is saying, I can release the suppression of my feelings, my emotions. I'm going to be more aware of what I need to tap into and change through silence. So yes, there's wisdom, insight, and I feel you're going to end what you've been suppressing, ending a lot of things that you know you cannot carry on anymore, letting go of the past, letting go, so you know, holding back the pain, finally letting go of the pain, letting go of someone from the past to move forward now for something positive in your life here, Sagittarius. Yeah, some of you are letting go of some situation from the past for a new beginning, something positive. There has been some type of understanding in your emotions, understanding that you have been feeling through silence that's guiding you to make this change here for a new love, new awareness here. So let's go to the 10th house. That's your career, your destiny. You know, you've got Mars in there in your 10th and 11th house, you know, career, action, motivation, connecting to the right people, meeting new circles of friends. But there's a fear in your 10th house for some reason, Sagittarius. Fear in changes, fear maybe that you're never going to get what you need, fear of never getting through the obstacles, having to be patient here. Don't let the fear and stress, suppression, letting go. It's all about letting go, letting go. And that's what this card is all about, letting go. The fear, the suppression of worry, and, you know, it's all about making choices here. So there may be some fear this month for some of you Sagittarians to make some choices about your career pathway, where you want to flow. But listen to the guidance. I feel that you're taking time for introspection, reflection, meditation, guidance. If you ever need guidance and connection more than your angels and guides, and I could give you some type of understanding, I would love to connect with you in a deeper way. Wisdom and knowledge to help you get through the fear, choices that you need to make through your higher power. So 2 cards fell out here in your 11th house. And so you've got a lot going on in your 11th and 12th house this month with the Sun, Venus, and Mercury hanging out in your 11th and 12th house here. So your 11th house is your hopes, wishes, and dreams, connecting to the right people, connection to your friends, you know, breaking free from your foundation. I feel like some of you are breaking free from you know, those that you have held close to your circle of friends. It's like you're expanding, you know, your foundation. You're not holding so tightly to the past anymore. And you're opening up to seeing that you can trust. You can trust in your intuition, trust in flying free in a new direction, and not holding so tightly to your foundation here, Sagittarius. Yeah, there's reasons to celebrate because you're going to trust that you're going to make the choices so that you can break free from your foundation, break free from something that's holding you back from really flying free and trusting in your pathway, trusting in your hopes, wishes, and dreams. Yes, letting go of something that you've been holding on to and trusting to love again. This is when I'm seeing a lot of this trust and love and this intensity that you have now understood, so that you can really find joy and happiness and love again here. I see a strong connection to water for you Sagittarians, water and love, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces here. 12th house, because big changes are happening, because this is the house of change, ending karma, you know, getting ready for all this energy coming into your first house of luck and transformation and changes. With Jupiter being your first house, yes, there's a big whirlwind of changes happening in coming up for you. And I feel it's just in this process of October, seeing these changes and trusting, releasing the past. November is going to be very powerful when it starts to go into Sagittarius, because that's where that movement is finally happening. You're taking time to understand, be patient. Timing is everything. Changes are upon you. Good luck. Transformation into a new environment, being healthier, seeing things in a more positive place, greenery. It's like, make sure when you meditate, you think about this place, space that gives you this feeling of, you know, love and nurturing. It's like, just things are just really spinning and moving, and it's you creating it in your own mind. You're going into those places in your visions, your insight through meditation of what you want to prosper in, what brings you this beautiful connection to joy, you know. So new environment, new changes happening for you, Sagittarians here. So trust in the situations that are happening. Let go of any control issues. I feel there is love, a commitment coming, because you are trusting and breaking free from the past and being more committed to your own feelings of intensity that's coming here. And, you know, there is some type of situation for some of you Sagittarians with fighting in a relationship, a partnership, but letting go of control issues, and maybe taking time to, you know, take time away from each other to see what type of changes need to happen in a relationship. Being very aware this month, Sagittarius, of what you need to do through silence, through meditation. This is what's giving you this awareness, this positive change. But wonderful message here for you. So if you would love a personal reading, give you some more guidance to trust in these changes, to understand that there is definitely this new understanding that's coming to you in love, in your finances, in your resources, from your higher power. Patience and timing and is something that you have been doing, and it's like now you're going to see these changes coming to you by the end of this month, when all this energy is flowing into the Sagittarian vibration. So if you ever want a personal reading, please connect with me. All my links are below, and until next time, with pure love through Synergy, Tammy.